Ray McDade, aka the Pirate Hunter, and this is an in-box kit review of two of Plus Models kits. The first one is kit number 398, Railway Water Pump, 19 resin parts, photo etch sheet, wire and chain, and the second one is kit number 054, water pumps, which is 9 resin parts and photo etch sheet. Let's start with the 398 Railway Water Pump. I've already opened this box up and looked at it in here. You have your directions. You have a little plastic bag that has the chain and the wire in it. You have a bag that's got your small resin parts in it. Then you have your large resin parts, which is your base and the standpipe and the arm coming off of it. So let's start with the directions on this. Also, you have a photo etch sheet in here that is your ladder and a couple other parts on it. Plus Models, there's nothing really on this to any wording on it. It just gives you which numbers go where on it. M1, the M numbers are your metal parts on it, or it just says wire or chain on it here on this. It just gives you your back page on it, on where all the little boxes go, where the stand goes, ladder goes, and the nuts go on it. Your little attachment point up here on this end here, where your chain attaches to on it, and on the front edge where your wire connects to your nozzle back to the little part on top of the standpipe. So let's look at the resin parts and see what we got. First one is your standpipe, and the detail on the bolts is really pretty good. It's straight, looks good on it. There's no flash on this thing, a real flash on it. Second one is your arm, where it attaches on top of your standpipe, and the bolts on this again are really pretty good detail out where the nozzle attaches to it, drips so the water can come out of it. Then your base, and the base has a rough edge on it, rough texture to it, like rough concrete. So if you're walking on it and there's water on it, you don't slip and fall down on it because it's slick. The piece that goes between this and this is where it connects on it. There's your platform. It's already got the handrails attached to it. They're pretty good detail on it. A little bit of flash in there, but it's not going to be anything on it. It's got the brackets underneath where it attaches. The grate looks pretty great on it, where it's for the drain. This is the bottom of your box there, where the valve system is, where this wheel goes down in and goes through into that. It's got good detail. The bolt heads are all raised on it. The bolts on the flanges look good. The nozzle looks good where it goes. And this is where the chain attaches right here. Or excuse me, the metal wire attaches to go back and put tension to it. The little box down at the bottom for the tools, it's got the lids out around the edges on it, so it's not sunken, anything like that. This is the light setup on the top, so they can tell which way the light is, where the arm is on it. That is a little piece, I believe, where it goes on top of this part here to attach the wire to, so that you can hold the arm up on it. Oh, that's on the other piece. Never mind. The other part I'm doing, the other review. And these are your bolts. They're real small little bolts. I don't think you can see them well on my tab 2 here. But those are all your bolts that go together where the clamps are on it, plus one other little part. So it's got a lot of good detail in it. It's a good looking kit. It's gray resin. So like I said, all the detail is really good. Minimal flash. Basically, all things considered, yeah, I would buy this kit so far on it. I did. This is the chain and the wire in it. See if I can get it out of there again. This is your wire that runs across the top. It's a copper wire. It runs across the top from the end of the nozzle back to the standpipe, so you can have the tension on the arm. And this is the chain. It's a little brass. These are both copper or brass chains on it. Looks more like copper. Really good detail on the links. It's just a little small chain, so it can come down on that. This is the photo etch. It's really tough on the lighting I have in here with a tab 2 to do this. But this is rough edges right there on the grate that goes on the raised metal that goes on the walkway down there. The ladder is photo etch for your climbing ladder on it. The straps have got the little holes on the end, the bolt holes on the end to go around it. The little piece that goes out on the end of the arm to hook the chain to has got the holes, so you can see the holes all the way through on it. It's a really sharp, crisp detail on this. And the little hook that goes on there looks in really good shape. There are really no problems on that photo etch. It looks really, really good. Like I said, all things considered, yeah, this is a very good kit. A lot of the detail on it that's on it is very good and looks really good. So, yeah, I'd recommend this kit. Now let's look at the second one here that I have the other part for over here somewhere. This one is the water pumps kit number 054, 9 resin parts and photo etch sheet. This one I seen to go with, this is all going on a part of a railway build that I've wanted to build for a while. Open it up, you have your photo etch sheet on it. Get the decals out, the directions out of here. You have your directions on it. The directions are pretty simple on this. They're in English. And I guess Czech, I'm not sure. It says cement little chain separated from metal sheet on the hydrant body. See the instruction drawing number 1. It's got the directions on it. Cement lever and outflow socket on the body of the grate pump. Cement runoff cover. Metal plate number 3 and grill. Metal parts number 1 and 2 into the bowl of the pump. See the instruction drawing. Cement the outflow socket on the smaller pump. Cement the lever and its holders. And then cement the whole assembly on the pump body. Follow instruction drawing number 3. This is your grate pump here. And on your photo etch, you have, I'll get to that in a minute, you have a drain down here, and this is where that little metal grid goes in there that's crossways to fit down inside there where the spout is, where the lever goes on back. This has got a little bit of, wavy, but I don't think it's that major on it. One little minor hole to fill. Looks really good. You could age this fairly good to look like an old pump setting out there. This is your other tall pump on it. This is the one that has this spout that goes on it right here, and this is the lever assembly on this here that goes in between this part here, go together to work for that lever. And I ended up with 2 hydrants on this, which is kind of interesting, just when they're packaging it. The hydrant detail all looks good, where you attach the chains, go around to the front of the hydrant. This is a little bit, it's a little flashy, but nothing serious on it. You're not going to, you take the flash off, you're not going to lose any detail on it or anything else. On the photo etch part here, on the photo etch part, this has, you really can't see the detail on this, and I apologize for that on my tab too, but on this, on the chains, you have individual links on that chain, little tiny individual links on it, the way they've cut it out. It's got the holes through it and everything else. The little part right there is the drain that goes down in the bottom of the bowl on the large pump. And these are the pieces that go together to, in a crosswise pattern, to make the grate that goes down in the bottom of this right here. And they fit together quite well. It looks like they're notched on it, so you don't have to do any notching. It looks good. So all things considered, this is another good looking kit that I would consider, you know, I would buy again. It's a good looking kit. Looks good. So yeah, all things considered, this is a little bit of a choppy kit review. I apologize for that. So, but again, this is the Pirate Hunter. Take care of yourself and each other, according to the great Jerry Springer. So this will go on YouTube. I'll try to get it also to the VidMe, but me and VidMe have had some really issues with my trying to get it to work right. So thanks again for watching the video, and until the next one.